Hey there, have you ever considered that the universe might in some way, or maybe even every way, reflect a human being, okay, in structure and function? Okay, we see the leaves on trees, okay, and they have a similar structure and function to the human lung. Okay, they exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide, okay, they're reciprocal, and they look similar, right, if not the same. So there's some idea to the idea that the cosmos is an expression of partial reflections of the design for humans. And if we consider that, if we observe cosmological history and the development of species and so on, that everything seems to have started from these basic building blocks and have progressed and developed over time, okay, become more complex. But that's the order of creation, okay, or the order of development. And if we consider before that, we have this order of design where we have this idea, this concept in our mind, the desire of what we want to create, in as much a finished concept as possible. And then we start with this finished design and we break it down and we think, what do we need to make that a reality? And then we say, okay, we need these things. And then we think, okay, what do we need to make those things a reality? Okay, we need these things. And then what do we need to make those a reality? Oh, we need these things. Okay, so the order of design is starting with a finished concept, or as finished as possible, breaking it down, reverse engineering until you reach the most basic fundamental components or building blocks, and then the process of creation starts from there, building it up, into the actualization and realization of that concept which you had at the start of the process of design. Okay, so there's some idea to that, and some reality, some substantiality to it, and it's not just concept either, it's lived experience. Okay, there's some embodiment to it as well. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, in my videos I've been sharing with you about information structure and energy density. Okay, so these are not just some kind of concept, right, that you can actually find in the cosmos and various theories and hypotheses and so on. But people in my life have always commented how strong I am, okay, physically, and it's not really something I've particularly thought about too much, in my early childhood. And then when I got into martial arts, and I used to think, it's just correct body posture and stuff like that, or body geometry and whatever you want to call it. People still commented on it. So, in 2012, I had a muscle analysis done. I actually found out that my muscle is twice as dense as average. Okay, it has twice the muscle average muscle density. So it does give me actually a higher strength to weight ratio for someone my size. And I could work it out, but I don't feel like, I haven't felt that I need to particularly. And so my muscle density has is higher, right? I've got a higher density to it. So I can feel the difference and experience it. And actually my footwear, my shoes and boots and so on, actually don't last anywhere near as long as they should, because the amount of force that I put through my feet while I'm walking, which is pretty funny, but that's one way in which I experience this. So I'd like to ask you, what aspects of the universe do you feel you embody? Share it below.